reason really behind me talking personal finance, and one of the reasons I really speak on wealth building. It's less about me and it's more about my family. I just don't want to ever lose years. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Faith, Family, and Finance. In today's video, we are going to be doing a chit chat. So I'm super comfortable right now. Got my popcorn. I'm in my prayer room, and today's video is going to be very emotional. I'm not crying on camera at all, but it's going to be emotional. It's going to really come from the heart. I'm going to be going back, telling my story, and also remembering and reminiscing on the moments, especially since these years are such huge gaps. This is really to be able to inspire someone, to motivate someone, to give someone hope that's in need of hope right now. If you're in a similar situation, to just allow you to know that this is all God's timing. God's going to make a way when you least expect it, right? He's going to reunite. He's a God that's in the business of reunion. He loves to reunite. And I'm very grateful to be able to look back and have the story and be able to share with someone and just give you hope, have faith. So I'm going to give you a little bit of background about myself. I came to the U.S. when I was 7 years old. I was born in Monrovia, Liberia. I left Liberia at the age of 4. I left my mother there, so that's going to be a little timeline, as you can see. So I left Liberia at 4 years old to my aunt. We went to Ghana, so my mom was back in Liberia. So I'm detaching myself from my mom at that time. So I was born during the Civil War in my country, so I'm a war baby. I call myself a war baby because I'm really a war baby. I was born in the war, during the war. So I left my mother at 4 years old. Went to my aunt, which is my dad's sister, and I lived with my aunt until I came to the U.S. at 7 years old. So my dad, where's my dad at in this picture? My dad is in Belgium, in Europe. At that time, he's some part in Europe. So he's in Europe. He was a traveler. So he left the war and went to Europe. My mom stayed in Liberia, so she went through the whole thing. I cannot wait to do a video one day to actually just ask her some questions and really get into it. I know we talk over the phone when we talk about it, but just to be able to inspire someone. But so she went through the whole thing, and I went to Ghana. I was living with my aunt. My aunt took care of me until I was 7 years old. Kind of got adopted to come to the United States, and now I'm in the United States. So when I talk about me reuniting with my father after 19 years, right? Even though when I was in Ghana, my dad was in Ivory Coast at that time, and I used to go to Ivory Coast to visit my dad. That's why I'm saying 19 years. That's why my dad years is shorter and my mother years is longer, because I left Liberia at 4 years old. So my mother was a 23 years reunion, and my father was a 19 years reunion, only because I used to see my dad when I was in Ghana. I used to go to Ivory Coast to visit him. So my closest parent, so this is my father's story. Let me just talk my father's story. So me and my dad are like, I love my father. I'm a typical girl's dad. I love my father. I don't know how to explain it. And I mean, I'm not like a lot of his decisions he makes, or, you know, his ways. I love my dad. Like, I'm just a daddy's girl. And reuniting with my dad was, I don't think I felt like it wasn't like, I don't know how to, it felt like I already knew, because me and my dad stayed on the phone. Like, we were talking on the phone for a long, like 2 hours, 3 hours. We talk about everything, like every single thing, from personal life to business to everything. So when I went to Belgium in 2018, I took Kenny with me, my son. So a lot of the stories I'm going to be saying is mostly like, I'm so happy that my son gets to experience his grandparents. Like, I'm more happy for him than me. Like, the story is like, because I mean, I suffered like a lot when I was a kid of feeling like my parents abandoned me, or left me. And as I got older, and I started, of course, with the help of Jesus, um, just allowing like the Holy Spirit to speak to you, and allowing God to mold your heart, and understand that although you are alone, you are not lonely. He is always there with you. And just Him being the comforter that I needed, and the peace and the Jehovah Shalom that I needed, I was able to kind of heal from that process of not feeling like my parents was abandoning me. And now that I'm getting older, like I take pride, and I'm so hopeful to be able to just spend some time with them. And I'm so grateful that Kenny gets to spend time with them, because I lost a lot of those long years with them, right? So I'm so happy that he gets to be in this picture. So in 2018, is it 2018 or 2019? 2018, yes. Kenny went to meet in Belgium. We met my dad at the airport. So I'm going to be sharing some pictures and videos somewhere on the screen. It might be right here. I'm going to be sharing some photos of my trip. And I have 5 siblings that's in Europe. My dad has 5 siblings. So my stepmom is the only person that I knew my dad to be with since I was little. When I used to, let me eat my popcorn, y'all. Since I was little, and I mean, I don't even call her my stepmom. That's my mom. So she's in Europe, 5 siblings. So I was so excited to finally meet my brothers and sisters, because I'm the oldest child. I'm the first child. I'm the only child from my mom and my dad, and it was exciting. It was really exciting just to see them, and like, again, so many years away, and they knew they had a big sister. We'll talk on the phone, but we never got to see each other. So in the airport, I don't know if I have that video of my dad picking me up from the airport. My dad tried to act like he's like the coolest thing ever. So it's him picking me up from the airport, and I'm pretty sure he was emotional. He didn't really express it, but my stepmom told me, because again, I'm my dad's first child. I'm his princess, right? So I'm pretty sure he was emotional. And for me, it just felt like I saw my homie, like I'm not a high maintenance friend. I'm a friend that I want to see my friend once a month. I'm good. Like, we could talk on the phone. Like, that's still my friend. Like, so that's how I felt with my dad. Like, even seeing him, it was like okay, this is my friend that I haven't seen in a month. Like, that's it, because we talk on the phone all the time, and I got to know him and all that. We built a relationship. I want to thank God for social media. We built a relationship, through technology, talking on the phone, and just knowing, just talking, right? So got there. These are my brothers and sisters. I don't know which one. I said this one right. These are my brothers and sisters. I have 5 brothers and sisters in Europe. I have 4 sisters and 1 brother in Europe. And when I tell y'all, one of the reasons really behind me talking personal finance, and one of the reasons I really speak on wealth building, it's less about me and it's more about my family. I just don't want to ever lose years. This year I missed one of my sister graduation. She graduated from high school, and I promised myself I don't want to miss another sibling graduation. I just don't, and I don't want money to be the issue. And I also don't want time. Time is more important. I don't want time to be the issue. So outside, I'm a soft speaker. I'm trying to speak loud right now, but I'm a soft speaker, and I hope this rain don't affect the sound. I'm pretty sure it is, but I hope it don't. But my siblings, my family, they are one of the reasons, like, as young as I am, I'm so like determined to do things or think long term because of them. Like, I just want to spend time with them. I want to create memories. In Europe, I create memories with my siblings. I didn't get to do so many one-on-ones, but I remember I did all 4 of the girls' hair. I love doing hair. Like, I did that, with my little cousins and them in Philadelphia. So I was happy to go back home. Go back to Europe and be able to do my little sister's hair and, be able to sit with them. And even if we're not because we're all shy, we're super introvert. Well, I know I am, and I know my other little sister is. So just to be able to just be in that company and be able to laugh and be able to see different personality traits of each person. They have different personality traits than me. The way they speak different, right? They primarily speak Dutch and French, and I speak English. They know a little bit of English, but certain things I said, they didn't understand me. Certain things they said, I didn't understand them. So just being able to just met the culture, we both have different background, but we are blood. These are my babies, these are my siblings. So I was so happy just to be with them. And it was less about my dad right now. It's less about my dad, and it's more about them. And I was happy. I was happy. I felt good. Kenny came with me. He got to see his auntie and his aunties and his auntie and his uncle. He got to see his auntie and his uncle. His youngest auntie was his same age. my dad, my stepmom, my little sister is Kenny's age. Kenny is 2 months older than her. She was born in September and he was born in July the same year. So that was interesting. Their relationship was very interesting, seeing them play together, and I thought that was so cute. So yeah, that was that. How did I feel? I can't even describe how I feel, because I felt, again, I didn't feel like it was a stranger, right? I just felt, because once you're building that relationship over the phone, when you're talking and you're able to say, how was your day? What's going on? Beyond that, right? Because me and my dad, again, we talk about every single thing, everything. It's nothing I said we don't talk about. So that was a nice relief of not feeling so nervous, oh my gosh, when you're meeting someone for the first time, oh, what are they gonna think? What am I gonna say? I didn't have any of that. I just felt at home. I felt at home. When I was in Europe, me and my dad went to Paris together. That was my first time going, and that was a great experience, and experiencing with him. My dad's he's entertaining, he's he's a good looking man, and he take care of himself. So when we together, people always think my dad is my boyfriend or my husband. People are crazy. That's my father, y'all. And he's fun. He's a little too fun. He's fun. He's a little too fun. What else? He's a people's person. He's very, again, he's entertaining. He's quiet. I don't know. Is he like me? Because my dad is I feel like he's quiet when he don't know you, but once he gets to know you, yeah, that's like me, right? Once I get to know you, he's more open, he's more freely, he's hilarious, he knows everything. He always want to go back to the past and talk about all the stories. So many things or so many goals that I want to do, because of my family. I just want to have time with them. I just want to cherish them. I want to just be able to spend moments, laugh and have fun and eat good food and travel and do these amazing things and serve together and just love on them. And I know for sure, I have faith that God is going to do more than I can even think, more than my goals, more than I can write in my planner, and 5-year goals and 10-year goals. He's going to do beyond that, exceedingly above, beyond all that I can think or wish or guess. He's going to do more than that. So just keep having hope, keep having faith, and I hope you enjoy my story time. And I'm going to sit here because we're going to start my mom's story. I'm not even eating my popcorn. We're going to start my mom's story on the next video. So thank you guys so much. Bye, y'all.